Hello, Mallards. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's definitely Wednesday. I went to see 4 shows today, and I just went back to back to back to back to back, which means that I didn't take a break to do the wonderful thing where I talk to you about the lovely shows I saw. I am currently at Arts Asylum. I am in front of a really pretty piece of art. I thought it made a much better backdrop than just the walls that I've been in front of so far. So this evening, I saw 4 shows. I started by seeing The Banned Books Librarian, which was a drama about a woman living in a fascist world, not too unlike our own, where there was a group dedicated to eliminating books that had questionable material, which basically meant all books. And she bought up books and had them in her home and would drop them for people to like share the knowledge. Doesn't have a happy ending. She gets caught, but her husband doesn't and kind of carries on the mission. That's how the show goes. Lots of spoilers, I guess. Should have said that at the beginning. But I really enjoyed the way the story was done. I thought it was kind of sad, but mostly sad because it's a little too realistic right now. I feel like that's the world we're actually actively living in, and that's kind of a bummer. I went from there to Hitchcocked, which was the Spooky Shit Show, which was more of a sketch comedy sort of vibe. I have not seen the Spooky Shit Show before, but it clearly has its own set of lore and like a whole other thing going on because there are some interactions with the characters. I got some exposition. There are play between the actors and the characters that's really fun. As a first timer, there were a few things that definitely went over my head, but I still super enjoyed the show. And the guy that they have playing Hitchcock, absolutely hysterical. Would recommend. I laughed so much during that show. They also have incredible physical comedy. And then I went to see Killer in the Woods, which is a musical, just a campy, I would say slasher musical. Absolutely hilarious. Bowled me over at every moment. And part of that is the performance. Part of that is that I was in a super hot audience who was just like laughing at everything and really joking and having a good time. But the show is like camp to like infinity, and I love that kind of stuff. And I had so much fun watching it. Like, it was just such a blast. I would absolutely recommend it. Links down there to shows. As always, when Fitzsimmons is here this weekend, I'm going to try and see if we can see Killer in the Woods because I want to see it again. I loved it that much. And then I just went to a burlesque show that I'm going to mess up the name of. Chanteline Gaze, maybe? The link will be down there. But the point of this, so it's been put on by Risque Revelry, which is a local troupe here, and they did burlesque through the era, starting with Italy with like a Commedia dell'arte sort of performance, like a parody performance, and then moving their way all the way to neo-burlesque, the like modern neo-burlesque, and touching on little bits in between. So I got to see like a Victorian burlesque number, and I got to see like a 1920s classic like lounge burlesque, and that was really fun. Like I like learning things about burlesque. Like, it's cool to learn while I get to be entertained. They also had a QR code to scan so you could like learn some active history if you're interested in that, which I think is really freaking cool. So I linked to their show down here. You should definitely check it out. I will also just link to the history page because I think the history page is really interesting and you should get a chance to see it. So yeah, 4 shows, 1 night. I had such a good time. Cannot wait to see what I see here at KC Fringe tomorrow, and I will see you then.